I do not believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that is humanitarian. I don't think they think about the human factor.
Do you think that the opposition has a chance in the next general election?
The best chance the opposition ever know. I think that charisma
Is exactly.
Andrew beat, but if you have a look at intelligence, Mark Golden is no disrespect to Burgard, and I hope nobody will take this as no. But if you look at basic understanding and basic conversation, like Andrew Holness, we say this something nicer. Mark Golden is more of the people than Andrew Holness. I think that Andrew Holness is very pretentious. You understand me? I think that he plays the part of the man of the people better. Underemployment is worse than unemployment, because if you're working less than what it costs you to live and go to work, that is underemployment.
Remember, Randy used to tell say every meal make a month.
No, and I say go. But if you have to use 5 nickel to get 1 muckle, it don't make no sense. You understand me? I say them conversation are not a political conversation. Them conversation are a life conversation.
All right, so we are here today with TripppleX. You see me, dancer brother. Oh, go on. A long time no see. How you been?
Man go dancer. Because you want to dance, you know?
The last time I saw you, I felt like you could properly sit at a table with me and Razzie with your locks and thing, but I feel like you went Mr. Clean on us and you brought the time just here.
Let me tell you something.
Well, right, the man saying no Mr. Clean, you know?
Let me tell you something. You have to understand. I think we don't understand when it is to give up. Sometimes you see him sitting around with the fake car, you have to know when to let it go, when to just give up, when to start over.
Yeah, I have to make them know somebody can left me around.
I make them know, sir. You are the one who ball it up. I just say I have to know when to let it go. You understand? I've been fighting and losing battle with the airline for years now, for almost 4 or 5 years. The amount of products I use, the amount of things I do. The amount of different places I'm going to go. And
have you tried the Obi one yet? Have you tried that?
No, I'm not put Obi on
I
there.
feel like it's a different person there, bro.
Brother, sometimes I have to set some cut all your losses, you know? Cut all your losses and start off afresh. You see me?
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, cutting losses, you're a person that's always in the media for your opinions and stuff, and you've been very vocal recently about your opinions about, favor. And a lot of stuff, but I want to start out with, of course, one of my favorite topics, politics and what's going on in the government right now. Now, a lot of persons have been saying that, to be honest, the government is lost. Like, they have lost their touch with reality and society, and I think you share that view. But when you heard what was going on, before we get to the recent stuff, between Mark Golden and so forth, what did you think about the comments about saving that $2,000 per month? Forget your products.
3,000.
If there was, all right, you see, I'm a man who believes in splitting justice. I'm believing to give to Caesar what is Caesar and give to God what is God. You understand me? I say, the truth of the matter is, bro, God has not been doing the worst job possible. There are things that the Jamaica Labour Party has done that I can say, okay, I can see where they're trying, I can see what they're trying to do. But the truth of the matter is, whenever it comes to like the basic necessities, I believe that, you know what I think? I think
Keep talking, hear me.
That the Jamaica Labour Party is a frugal government. And at times of need and at times of want, you do actually need frugality. However, I do not believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that is humanitarian. I don't think they think about the human factor. You understand? I think they think about the statistical part of it and the numbers and everything. And yes, it's all because you have to think about the numbers part of it, to get everything for balance, bro. But then there's a factor where you have to incorporate the common man factor, the personal feelings, the human factor in all of this. Because just to look at the economy and say, all right, the economy is in a state of growth and then someday. Growth is, the only way you go actually feel growth is if you have actually, like I'm going to say, the country is ripe for investment, but if you have nothing to invest, it's not going to be beneficial to you. You understand me? I say, if you're not an iron and fire, you're not going to eat no food. You understand me? I say, I honestly believe that we have to take, because of what's going on, we have to look on the broader picture. You understand? We have to look on the broader picture, and from the broader picture, then we have to contract with you, and then we have to zoom in to ensure, say, try to go from the micro before we can see everything. You understand me? I say, yes, looking at the broader picture is good. To say, all right, boom, this is what we want for the future. Good. I may applaud them for that. If you try to set the precedence for 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line, 25 years down the line. But what is going to happen to the persons who are hungry right now? 5 years from now, how much people are going to dead? How much people are going to die in starvation? How much people are going to go beyond the point? Because we don't know how poverty go, brother. Everybody there's a point of poverty that a lot of persons reach where it's beyond return. You're not going to ever can return from this one. And then you have something we call intergenerational poverty. But because of how poor I am going to hand off the button of poverty to the next generation.
That's true. Rush Kemmer said something about that. There was like a viral clip going around with him, and he was talking about that. Some people don't realize that the poverty sometimes can be inherited. You can inherit
the poverty. Because if the truth are, the biggest growth of wealth in the entire world is real estate, is land. And a land and housing that are the best marker to calculate wealth. How much land somebody had, how much premises, how much house somebody have. You understand? Not car, not jewelry, not phone and them something. A family who owns its own house. Like if me and my woman own a house, automatically my pitney are better off. Like if my pitney already have the means to better off. You understand? Because me owning my house outright, I'm not talking about just having a mortgage, you know? But me owning my house and being able to pay my mortgage adequately and provide for my child the basic necessities. You understand? So my child not hungry, my child not go naked, my pitney not go cold, and plus me have enough, me earn enough so I can actually spend time with my pitney. That is going to give my child all of the tools necessary for them to move forward without them have to struggle for that. While if me in a situation where me a pay rent, and the rent me a pay, me have to go hand to mouth to pay the rent. Me can't barely find food to put on the table. Me have to ensure me I work overtime, triple time, and them something to ensure me pay the rent or pay whatever. Even for the mortgage me pay, and my child is not able to learn anything from me. I'm not able to guide my child in that. That is putting my child at a disadvantage right there. So.
But some of the argue say right now, like statistically, this is the time that more people have been employed than any other point in time. Like more employment is happening now than any other point in time.
You do understand that there's a difference between unemployment and underemployment, right?
Well, yes, but unemployment still.
Unemployment is
people underemployed, yes. But
I think there are more persons underemployed now in 2025 than in 1995.
But more people have employment.
More persons have employment, but underemployment is different from employment.
Yeah, you can get a degree and go work again.
Because
you can have a degree and go work
again. So you are qualified. You are qualified to do a job, but the job that you are doing is something way less than what you are qualified for. You have jobs that you are working. You're going to work every day, but the amount of money that you're garnering from this job is not enough for you to sustain or even carry you back to work. That is also underemployment. Because if you're working less than what it costs you to live and go to work, that is underemployment. You understand? And a lot of persons do actually argue that underemployment is worse than unemployment.
You mean like I can understand that.
But come on, some income better than none.
Me not believe that.
I don't believe in that either, because if you go to school for 4 years, you pay your school fee, and you win.
Not all the time. Not all the time. You see, if
I'm sure. Used to tell say every micro make a month.
No, and I say go. But if you have to use 5 micro to get 1 muckle, it don't make no sense. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
So we have to understand this. If you are leaving, I could just put it in numbers now. I could say, hypothetically speaking, for you to go to work, just for you to go to work a week time, it'll cost you 10 grand a week. For transportation, that is for transportation to go to work and come back. You understand? Or I could say it costs you 5 grand transportation to go and come back.
So you talk about the average
Yeah,
person,
this one
right?
I
In
say.
that instance.
It a cost you $5,000 for go work. Zine, it a cost you, if you cook for your yard, when you work it out, it a cost you like $6,000 a week. Even if you cook from your yard, it a cost you $6,000 a week for you to feed yourself, for go work, for sustain yourself for go work. You understand? You have other added expenses where you have to incur. Zine, say, you incur another $10,000 a week worth of expenses. You understand? To send a picnic at school or whatever it is that you do. All in that, you probably, we could have said, just half of this, the top, just looking at it surface level, it will cost you $21,000 a week. Just to survive. You understand? That's just survival, that's to keep your heart a beat and keep your foot moving. $21,000.
Yeah, I get what you said.
But you earn $16,000 a week.
I understand what you said, but
That was that. May I ask you, is that employment better than not being employed?
So
you end up and lose.
So here's a question.
But is it really that bad? Or we are over exaggerating?
Brother, may I tell you, brother?
Like what the average for the average person?
I think the average income was $70,000 a month.
Yeah, but you have to remember how the average, or you calculate average.
And most Jamaican, them have like not just one job, you know. Them have them hustling, them have them other thing and thing. But feel like we're gonna know.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to do that.
On a political view. You see, this is the thing now, Razzie. You
Like,
see, them conversation are on a political conversation. Them conversation are a life conversation.
And it's reality.
Yeah, if you can look on reality to see what other person's reality is. It might not be my reality, nor your reality, nor your reality. But the man out there, so we are probably watching the film reality. Can guarantee.
And Black Hero talked about that. Black Hero was here in the last episode, and he was speaking about growing up in these situations and realizing after coming out of an impoverished area and maybe traveling the world and doing music like that, you realize that the reality that you face every day, some people, they might see it on TV, but they truly have no clue.
Brother, may I tell you this? Even if you come from that situation, and that enough people can understand. You see, regression is not something that human beings do. We don't deal with regression.
Yeah.
You understand? Regression is something we can assimilate to. You see, when you graduate from one standard of living, are the hardest thing to go back to this. So a lot of persons, they were in that standard of living when they were coming up, and once them past the level, they say, oh, me used to do it and me reach right there. So you can do it and reach right there. So too, they do not have the mindset of what they feel like the same things, the same obstacles that they have overcome. Anybody can overcome it. I'm tell people this all the while. Success is not all about hard work and dedication.
They say the tree now always go straight up.
99% of what causes success are luck, brother.
That's his fact.
99% of
that is
success
fact.
are just luck and good fact, being in the right place at the right time and getting help from the right person at the right time. Because what I've gotten to know now, or what I've gotten to understand from where I see a lot of persons, guy, you know, every day the people in there on TikTok I keep quotas and one bag of shit and you know the different political agents them attack. And I talk about elected officials, you know, members of different political parties, they sit and they talk on social media, especially, let me show you how it goes. You see, early morning between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock, JLP time on TikTok.
Oh yeah?
Okay.
JLP TikTok, early morning TikTok. You see, evening time between 5 o'clock in the evening and 9 o'clock in the night, PMP time on TikTok. Me I tell you, bro, me I show you. You can go on TikTok and scroll.
I believe him. Yo, one morning we woke up and we don't know how many preach on TikTok.
So JLP
I triple that.
JLP early, right?
My time, I'm like, you come in the morning and I can't see, just go over there and antagonize the See? So, like in the early morning, when you listen to the way these people speak, and I believe that, I am proud of any Jamaican out there that apply themselves and went to school or educated themselves or made the sacrifices necessary.
Hard work.
Me believe,
make good fortune as well.
Me respect them people that go out and do it and rise above them circumstances.
Yeah, because some of them still can't afford a car.
But the truth of the matter is this. Not because you did it, that don't mean say everybody else can do it. That don't mean say everybody else can. That don't mean say it's automatic. Because the truth of the matter is we can, in any situation, we can point out exceptionalism. Any situation. But look, I always use Bolt as an example. You see? When I go to school, I don't know which high school you used to go.
Ocho High School.
Well, a really good school.
I went to Calabar for like a year.
When that not count. Yeah. Which school you used to go?
Greater Portmore.
Greater Portmore, well, kind of in a proximity to good school. So, what may I say is, brother, everybody went to school. I said, Champs time now. Look how many athletes are competing at Issa Boys and Girls Championship. Out of all of those athletes that are there, how long do you think they have to train? Them pick their train from basic school to primary school. Them train at high school. And them got how much track meet year after year after year after year before them can be in a class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class. You understand me? I say them have to go through the gauntlet. Them have to actually make the team over the people them in a for them school to actually try out before them can go track meet to make it to champs. And after they make it to champs, them have to do through the heats them before they can make it on the podium. After they make it on the podium, them have to go up different class and this over and over year after year after year after year before them can get a scholarship to go our university, whether local or international. After them do all of that local or international, then them have to set some compete against everybody else before them can actually become pro and actually start make any form of money. After them start go pro, them have to set some compete in a pro, them have to actually win and perform to actually earn some money before them can actually do something. So you see all of the work we have to go into them doing, you can pick out it easy if you look and say, Bumbo Clark, Bolt run money, I look at Bolt run and make money. I start look on Bumbo first. I run them and they run and get money, but I go like say them man they don't work because them man never all them man just run on one track and get it. Easy if you look on it and say, me could have run too, me could have do it. Why you never do it? Out of the thousands, the hundreds of thousands of youths where they write us each
that
year
never made it.
are compete in athletics. How many of them are going to actually reach to the level where them are going to earn a tangible income?
And in even most of our athletes right now, look at the reggae boys.
You know what I'm saying? Athletes not talk about, brother. Even though I use the athletes, athletes not talk about.
Oh yeah. The work
talk about society.
Yeah, that's true.
I try to show you, say, everybody out there compete every single day. Everybody out there putting them and them sets and them up in the proverbial rat race and do what them can do. And out of everybody we can do them what them do. And how many of us are going to be able to reach to opulence? And the truth of the matter is, unlike track and field, the race of life is worse. Because you see on the track, everybody start. With the starting blocks there, the starting blocks line up so everybody there. So if it's a 400-meter race and it's a round track, the Athletic Association stagger it so that everybody run the same 400 meter. Then they say, all right, the whole of them start in a line, so I run 400, so I'm gonna run 420, 410, everybody run the same force, so everybody have the same starting point, as in the same distance. You have to come cover to win in a life. And I said, you're a bad man. The man them, where they are church garden, them man they start 5 foot away or even over the bombard finish line already before them start.
Yeah, that's true.
The man them live a manor park. Them man they start 5 foot before they reach the finish line. The man them live a Barbican. Them man they start 20 foot away from finish line. When you're set and you reach down half a tree now, them man they probably 75 meter away from the 100 meter finish line. The man them from down at Tivoli, Jungle, Rima, the average person. When I talk about the people down there have them thing, the people from back to 2 Mile, Tel Aviv, Spoilers, Dunkirk, Rockfort, them man they starting, if not they are bombard the 100 meter, I stay them enough. Them man they are half a tree in the race, brother. Them man they jump on a taxi to reach a stadium before them can actually start the race, bro.
Yo.
You understand?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Inequality definitely there, man.
So when persons look and say, oh, everybody have the opportunity to get educated, everybody have the same country and the economic tools are there. And it is not for everybody.
Alright guys, you know sir DJ Razzy this. And you don't know how to one TripppleX this, you see me? And you know a Oja over there. You see me people? So remember, you can come to Oja and get 10% discount using promo code DJRazzy10. So remember, DJRazzy10, forward, you get a little discount off a certain items. You know, go.
I want to point out as well that when that happens, one thing I've noticed, and you can tell me if you think this is true, once some of us start to make it, we do have that mentality. Why should I do this? But I did it.
And that I think, brother.
And we start to have that, negative look on persons that were once in the situation that we were. You get me? So we start look down on the person that where we come from.
What is something again them say? Them say everybody.
Bias.
What I say, everybody have a star complex, man. And imagine when
Superiority?
and a superiority, where everybody feel like said them are the center of the show. Everybody feel like them are the star. They are for them show.
I am the main
character.
The world, the main character.
Yeah.
Main character syndrome. Everybody have main character syndrome. Everybody only look on themselves and say them don't know how to think abstractly. You have a lot of persons who don't know how to think abstractly. They don't know how to think outside them body. Them say, okay, when I got up this morning, I went to the bathroom, I took up my toothbrush, I took my toothpaste, I turned the pipe on, I brushed my teeth. I went to the kitchen, I plugged in my kettle with some water, and after plugging my kettle, I stretch and throw it out in a tea bag, or a little Milo with 2 spoons of tin milk. The tin milk is almost done, so I have to cut the tin and throw the water in the tin to swig it out to get the milk, so I could mix my Milo. And oh my God, I can't believe the milk done, finally done. Then now look on the fact say, you see how much things them do since them get up, and them look man that as a struggle, you know. Then now look on it and say, you have a man who wake up in the morning, when he wake up a ground, him get up off her. When he forgot brush him teeth, he not have no toothbrush, no toothpaste, or the toothbrush him have look like yard gold, because the bristle them gone all out. When he forgot brush him teeth, out the door him have to set and take one bucket, one old Magnum or one Guinness bucket, dip up in a drum, box off a little ringy worm them off at the top. You understand? I use it, and box with a little knife deal them, and sets and take up little water, chew up on him toothbrush, figure brush. When him sets off a bit, if he want little tea, he have to set up and shoot back in fire stick in the fire, close up at the coal them together, so that they can hot up. You understand me? I say, you have to put on one cheese tin to get some water, and the hot water to boil and roll. It have to have a rolling boil before him can, and him have to set and take one orange. When mother peel from probably about 2 weeks ago, and the orange skin hang on one screen. Dry up. Him have to broke off piece and drop in the water for the orange skin boil, for drink the orange skin and the water, just for drink tea. A lot of persons don't understand, say people have got through that. And not because people got through that. So we talk about the physical barriers or the financial barriers of persons. We not even think about the mental barriers that people got through.
Oh, yes.
Because the truth of the matter is Jamaica, as a developing country, have one of the least probabilities of you being diagnosed with whatever learning disorder that you have. You understand? Because there are people here with ADHD and they don't know. There are persons here with multiple personality disorder.
I think the
there are
language...
persons go through depression and don't even know.
But here's the thing, I think the Jamaican language, and I love Jamaica, I'm Jamaican, but I think our language or patois, it does limit us. Because when a guy or a man normally says to them woman or them parents or them, whoever them confide in, dog, I feel away. When you speak like that, you also think like that. You know a lot of words and you're very brilliant, right? So you're able to communicate. You can tell a story. How people communicate to others is how they also communicate to themselves. So you are able to process things on a different level.
Yeah, but
they communicate the same with themselves.
Yeah, irrespective of that, me have to look upon it to say I was privileged. I was privileged to have parents who could afford me an education. You understand? And even if I didn't want the education, I was pushed and forced to go there. I was incentivized by my parents to pursue an education. You understand me? I say a lot of persons do not have that. And I am also have my mental disabilities too. You understand? And me have a slight bit of OCD. Me diagnosed with ADHD, but me also have obsessive compulsion as well. Also, me dyslexic. You understand me?
Yeah, but a lot of shit.
Yeah, so these are things that we can affect the normal person, and these things manifest different in other persons. You understand? Other persons probably have the same diagnosis or similar diagnosis as me, but the way how it manifests, because remember, say all of these things are because of chemical imbalances within the brain. So how my chemical imbalances affect me, it might affect somebody else. So I can't look on it just because I am able to understand and speak to myself. I cannot look on a person who cannot speak to themselves and say, okay, it's their fault that they cannot speak to themselves. We have to. And this is what I'm saying is that a lot of persons who are jumping and rooting for the party that is in power right now, these persons neglect or negate these extrinsic factors that affect the average or the common Jamaican. You understand? Because Because them say ignorance is bliss, you know. When you don't know something, you really and truly don't know something, you know. And when you don't know something, you can speak without any form of hindrance and your spirit to say, okay, so you go. Because you don't really know how it affects other people. You understand? But when you sit and you try to educate yourself, because I believe that life, how me look upon life, you know, life is the pursuit of knowledge, you know. You understand me? I say, and once you now pursue knowledge, you're dead. Any day you stop pursuing knowledge, you're dead.
Pursue happiness.
And knowledge, brother. Because how can you? Because ignorance is happiness, you know. When you don't know nothing, you're happiest, you know.
True, when you don't know.
You understand me? I say, when you don't know nothing, you're happy, you know. The more you know, and the less happy you are, you know. And the less happier you are, the more you search for knowledge to try to justify your unhappiness, you know, brother.
I think somebody said it best when they said it. You should always, Steve Harvey said it, you should fly first class one time because you're never going to want to go back to economy or coach or any one of those because you would have experienced a certain type of life. You get me? And I think that a lot of things that keep persons in this situation is experience. Now, we spoke a lot about, you know, just generally how a person's mindset might be. But with a mindset like that, do you think that the opposition, based on even that quote that she would have said about the 2000, do you think that the opposition has a chance in the next general election?
The best chance the opposition ever know. I feel like the problem with the opposition right now is that them out of touch too, you know. No, but I feel like I am not saying by any means that the opposition is perfect or the best option or the best array. But the opposition is out of touch. The opposition needs to open their eye and come to the 21st century. You can have the best message. Me can know exactly what to do. But if me go in a room where everybody speak Mandarin and me chat patois, if me don't know Mandarin at all or 2 words or know how to have sign language to get them to do what me want them to do, there's no way they're gonna do what I want to do. The truth of the matter is the PMP can have the best program or the best platform or the best thing. If they do not know how to communicate that to the Jamaican public, they will never ever be the Jamaica Labour Party. Because the truth of the matter is the Jamaica Labour Party is a social media machine.
Yes, I was about to say that's true.
Bro, God. Because, you know, them have Mark Golden is a kind of older side.
I don't think it.
I wonder if that kind of, you know, make some younger audiences or some younger voters say, oh, I prefer Andrew because Andrew more current, you know?
I just think Andrew's more social.
I don't think Andrew is more current. I think that Andrew is more enigmatic. I think he's more charismatic. I think that charisma
Is exactly.
Andrew beat. But if you have a look for intelligence, Mark Golden is no disrespect to Bro God, and I hope nobody will take this as no. But if you look for basic understanding and basic conversation, like Andrew Holness, we say it something nicer. And we say it, make you feel more comfortable. But Mark Golden will, when he talk, you understand exactly what it is that he's saying. The problem with a lot of persons who are saying that Mark Golden doesn't know how to message is if you don't want to hear what somebody have to say. Yeah, them call it perception bias.
Yes,
So
yeah.
if you don't want to hear what the person has to say, the person is going to always sound like a fucker them attack. You understand me I say?
You feel like it are more competitive than if, like, let's say, like Lisa, even though
Lisa and a fair fast.
If she did step to the forefront as say, alright. Me, I represent.
If a charisma, we are look for. If it was a, because to me, to be honest, I honestly believe say Lisa Anna is a more relatable person. She's more relatable. In the party. She's more relatable than even Brogan. She's more eloquent, well-spoken. She's somebody who is more connecting.
And she takes more time out to address certain issues.
And it's no. If you don't have nothing else to do, where you put it with she don't have half hour the palm. Andrew Willis is a very busy man, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, brother.
Okay.
So the man is a very busy man, brother. I don't know what. I know say Lisa Anna is a busy woman too, but she have more time on her hands and she have more things to.
She have a bigger social media.
Yeah, and she have less things to focus on. Where if she come out to come make an infomercial, she can literally, and plus she is somebody who is technically savvy in entertainment. She's an entertainer. She's an entity. Remember Miss Jamaica this look. Miss World this look. Or Miss Universe. Miss World. Right. But we have to understand that she is more decorated. She's a more decorated person. But to be honest and to be real, if we're looking at, I'm not disrespecting her because she's a woman or whatever, she would be a great prime minister. I think that Lisa would make a great prime minister.
I think so too.
I think that Mark Golding would also make a great prime minister. I think that Mark Golding is not somebody that you can, through any form of mental gymnastics, overpower. You can't.
He's a businessman.
You can't out-navigate him mentally. He's not even just businessman. The man is intelligent, and the man, I think Mark Golding is more of the people than Andrew Wallace. I think that Andrew Wallace is very pretentious. You understand me? I think that he plays the part of the man of the people better. But if you see how he speaks, you can know certain cadences. Because remember we in entertainment, we in a media presentation. We understand. The average person not understand them things. Remember when we set something for us to get better, for us to get to connect with an audience. Remember we set something, we go online and we buy the course them and we sit down and watch the course them.
Yeah, the media training.
We learn the media training. So we understand. So in a media training, remember the first thing we do after you start learning, critique yourself, So when you watch back yourself, you can know what it is that you're doing wrong so you can fix it. So me knowing what it is that I do wrong, I can look on what Andrew do and I can know when I'm wrong. I can know when I'm be fake. Well, no. Yeah, I'm not certain word.
Out of character. Out of in a different character.
I can. But watch out now, before we even go further down the line, you need to get the training, you do your thing. You see me? We want to touch upon that. We're be excited to talk to you about as well, because you need to have a rising on local radio. Like you was one of them announcers, one of them presenters where people tune in from all corners of Jamaica, all walks of life, and you have this big presence, and all of a sudden we just see us just disappear from the media.
From organized media.
Yeah.
All right.
So what really
all right, let me tell you something.
Take place?
Let me tell you something.
People were wondering if you'd have been a fan base.
Sometimes you're your own worst enemy. Now let me tell you the truth. Sometimes you are your own worst enemy.
Hey guys, my name is Privy and this is Kaboom's top stories for this week. Let's get into it. Davido has recruited Shenseea and 450 on his latest album. If you know anything about 450 and Shenseea, they make some good music, so can't wait for some of them I'm going with. Mahalia announces a track with Jamaica's very own Massacre. No, Mahalia is a British artist if you don't know, and she drops some nice music. Make sure you guys go and check her out. Basie of TOK is featured on BT's playlist. Jamaica, we are go far. No, every week we have to mention Vybz Kartel. The man just dropped the visuals for Ignite the World and it look amazing. Like, him can't lose. Anyways guys, this has been Kaboom's top entertainment stories for this week. Make sure you guys like, share, follow, and subscribe. You can catch me, Privy, on the Vibe Check every single week with my co-host Razzie. Make sure you guys tune in.